Hello guys, this is actually day 0 of Dota Pit. We are one day before the competition will start and we have Swindlezz with us. Thank you for accepting this interview. Why are you at the venue one day before?
Oh, the practice rooms, of course. Although we just got ours up and running, but otherwise just to, socialize, do interviews with your favorite
Player.
I don't know. I don't know
Team.
what I would technically call you. What do you, press? Press is just such a large category,
Let's say outlet.
How about close friend?
Oh, thank you. Okay, so you have no practice room at the hotel?
No, we don't.
But the hotel is pretty cool.
It's pretty
right?
awesome, actually, yeah. The whole this is just amazing. The weather's been perfect. Is that where we're going with this? Because if you want me to just, praise Croatia, I could write a tour guide. I've only been here for, 12 hours. So
okay.
It's good stuff.
Nice. But in terms of what organizers are providing, is it better to have an awesome hotel but with no practice room, or a decent hotel and have everything secured there?
I mean, it depends. Me personally, I'd rather have a as long as there's a practice room somewhere, it's cool with me. I'm not really the normal gamer in Dota, I don't think. So a lot of people would prefer it if they just had a practice room where they could just go play and, be in slippers and pajamas, which people wear at the venue anyway. But the point is, I like coming to the venues and just hanging out. So I enjoy the fact that when everyone's at the venue, then they have to be there. It's yes, you gotta talk to me. We have to socialize and mingle.
That's actually cool, yeah. It's a good way of viewing things. Tomorrow you're gonna have the first game, yeah? It's against, let me think, don't tell me, Virtus Pro? Yes. Have you prepared something special for them, or after this major, it's so close, the next land, have you practiced for this?
Not nearly as much as we should have. Chessie, we were home for, I think, 4 days. Okay, between China, and China took a lot out of us.
How much do you spend in China, extra time?
There's 2 or 3 metrics. There's how long were we there without computers? That was about 6 days. How long were we there after we thought we were going to leave? And that's about 4 days. And then how long were we actually there, which is 3 weeks, 1 day, which is 3 weeks, 1 day longer than we probably wanted to be there. But it was a pretty profitable trip, so in that sense, it's pretty cool. We just all got sick. We were all malnourished amongst the other environmental issues that one has happened to them in China.
Are you willing to talk about your tweet from China with, there are a lot of things to be said, but we're gonna do once we got home?
I was keeping a list, but then I just I threw it out because there was just so many. But just as, I told you about this in private, but it's to demonstrate just the level of incompetency.
Okay, let's.
The air conditioning for the booth. If you guys remember, day 2, I was playing on stage, talking about how I'm sweating, right? I mean, part of that was to tactically pause and say, yo, guys, don't fucking throw. We're going to beat LGD and make top 8. Keep your shit together. But it was genuinely 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, 85 plus. Wow. I think that's 25 Celsius. It was hot. And it's because they had some AC units under the booth, and they installed them upside down. So the exhaust was coming into the booth, and they were cooling the under area. And then our drip pan, one of our AC units broke the next day because they had fixed it. It was actually against EG, so 2 days later. And they brought in independent units, they just massive AC units, plopped them in the fucking booth, had them start running. Well, one of them quit, and they didn't know why. So they opened it up, and they see that there's the drip pan. It's got a little water in it. Oh. So they filled it up with water, trying to fix it. I'm not kidding. I know this because they then spilled some of it behind us, and we had to be careful because it was everywhere. But I mean, the Swedish cast wasn't even up on day 1 because the production would not give them the ability to cast until they ran the feed to the Chinese broadcasting room where the agent of the government could view it and make sure nothing bad was going to happen on stream. So, they literally they didn't stream the first day because of that. Really? And that's just, and then, the practice room shenanigans. Then there was, the CEO of Marriott and, oh, there's too much. The CEO of Marriott and this guy from Perfect World apologized about the practice room stuff to Beef and these 4 random white guys we met on our food tour of the night markets of Shanghai.
For people that don't know,
They do not know anything. Well, it was just beef and them. Like they thought they were a team.
Okay.
And of course, the one that's a clown is just like, yeah, man, I've had a really hard time here, and he's like playing it up, but they obviously don't even play. So these guys, they're in charge. It's been 3 weeks. They don't know who the players are, which is okay, but I don't know. Then there was rumors that the reason stuff actually got thrown out of the practice rooms was because Marriott said, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. They all make tons of salary. Just if you guys want anything,
they
take
don't
it,
care
otherwise
about
throw
their
it out."
keyboard.
Yes, exactly.
It's from sponsor anyway. Who cares about the keyboard?
It was just
Really bad.
it wasn't. And again, we were talking about this earlier. In all things considered, if it wasn't China, if like the air quality wasn't really bad and no one speaking English was tough, we were in a really poor location for doing fun things, and if it weren't for that, it was actually like okay. The food was not good. Man, everyone smokes everywhere. But I'm getting ahead.
It's the same here, by the way.
At least you guys don't do it inside.
No, in Croatia, I saw people smoking in the arena actually.
See, in the arena is okay, but it's when they do it in like we had people smoking in the hotel elevator. Okay,
Oh, that's
you
bad.
can't even escape it. Like the bathroom everywhere in China. So if it weren't China, it would have been okay, maybe. But all in all, what was the question again? Oh.
Okay, so no China.
Never.
The WCA was just announced. Will you go to WCA?
No way.
No way.
I even tweeted to not go there because that's even a Chinese tournament that's not even going to pay you. It's literally just money laundering. But that's a whole other story.
That's another story.
Yes.
Okay, coming back to Dota Pit.
Yes.
Let's assume you'll get to the finals. Who would you be your perfect team to face in the finals?
Perfect team? Well, I don't know. That's tough to say. I mean, personally, I feel like anyone watching is going to say it's going to be EG or Secret. Ideally, of course, we'd want to not play those teams because they're probably better than their opponents. But I think Secret would probably be easier just because I know for a fact they just didn't give a shit about Dota for the last week and a half. So they really just don't care
won
that
the
much.
major.
Yeah, exactly. And I know Weeha has not been playing because I grilled him about that. But we have to beat EG eventually. So I'd like to play EG just so we could beat them finally. Because they keep knocking us out of land. So it doesn't really matter. We just want to focus on making the final because there's good teams in the way. I mean, we're playing VP, who are invited. They've been in every major. And then the winner of OG MVP, both of which.
And I think they are really thirsty to show that they are better than what they just did at the major.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
They do have Havost, the 4 on the 1. I don't know if that'll work for them, but.
We will see
The
tomorrow.
Russians, the other Russians, I'm not going to name names, said that we got a very lucky draw. So I don't want to read too much into that. It might have just been, aloha dancing, but
I see.
it's whatever.
Okay, good luck tomorrow and the day after. And I hope I'm going to do an winner interview with you at the end of the event.
I hope so too.
Any shout-outs?
Shout out to the friends and family. You know who you are. You watch all of these, and I'm not listing your names again. To all the fans, old and new, and to you guys for interviewing me, and most of all, just this fucking land is great. It is perfect. Air is beautiful, weather's beautiful, we got food, we got a place to hang out, open bar apparently, all event long. That's how you know you're in Eastern Europe. And, life's good.
Okay, thank you very much
No
again.
problem. Thank you.